Terima kasih Presiden sudah hadir dalam berhenti yang singkat. Saudara Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, Perdana Menteri dan Kerusi Barisan Nasional, saudara saya Datuk Seri Anwar, Presiden MIC, Mana Sri dalam Presiden Pimpinan MIC, rakan-rakan saya muliakan. Saya mengingat sejarah ini pun memang mengejutkan. Bayangkan Anwar bulan lalu ke PWC, Pertemuan UMNO. Sebelum itu ke Perhimpunan Sambutan Hari Raya Cina, MCA. Dan hari ini ke gedung MIC. Tetapi kalau kita fikirkan untuk negara, untuk masa depan, bagi dalam pendapat saya, ini satu perkembangan yang sangat luar biasa di dunia ini. Saya jumpa Tan Sri Vicky beberapa kali, saya beritahu, saya pun tak bayangkan gaduh, berbeza pendapat. Walaupun saya pribadi, saya nak beritahu, saya pribadi selama selalu sejumpa di Parlimen, saya memang sangat hormat dan sangat baik dan hubungan pribadi yang sangat. Tetapi sejarah menentukan, tidak ada kebijaksanaan, tidak selalu berlaku dalam sejarah itu. Tapi yang penting untuk apa? Untuk selamatkan negara kita. Dan bagi saya biasa sebut negara, sudah pun ikuti. Saya tak kata saya satu-satu dan pemimpin lain yang berani berhujah begini, tapi tak ramai yang berani berdepan dengan rakyat, berdepan dengan kelompok-kelompok yang menggunakan isu perkauman yang ada, isu agama keras. Saya tidak bertoleransi. Kalau saya pimpin selaku Perdana Menteri, saya tidak akan bertanggungjawab memenuhi tugas saya kalau saya tidak menjaga kepentingan semua rakyat, semua kaum di negara Malaysia secara. So therefore, before I proceed to discuss some of the issues provoked by my friend, I think he came with that intention. He wants. I want to assure you that this is not a mere political statement. Those of you who have followed may have differences on many issues, but there is no question that I want to continue to serve this country and make sure that every single citizen of this country have a place and proud to be a Malaysian. So let me thank Chairman of Barisan, Datuk Seri Zahid, and UMNO, of course, and with the support of MIC and MCA, with that decision, that critical decision, the support, under very difficult circumstances, the formation of unity government. And I hope earnestly that our track record in the 8 months have proven that we are charting a new course. There's a clear shift from the past policies. And in this division, the political narrative, contentious one, between us and the opposition, is clear. One with a clear policy to achieve progress, maintain justice and freedom, but to protect the interests of the Malays, of course, protect the constitution, the royalty, Islam as the religion of the federation. But we do not compromise. We do not ever would compromise on the principle that this country belongs to all Malaysians, Chinese, Indians, Sabah, That is why some of the earlier policies have announced, like dealing with the issue of abject poverty, which the President had referred to. I made it very clear. Every single family, irrespective of race, must be recorded. Yes, I've said this before, the majority are the Malays. But remember, the poorest among the poor in Peninsular Malaya happen to be ethnic Indians. And mind you, I'm a Malay leader. Not many Malays throughout history would dare say publicly, in Parliament and outside Parliament, to say yes, the majority of the poor are the Malays, but the poorest of the lot are among the ethnic Indians. And it is our responsibility to deal with this situation, irrespective of race. This is of course a departure. We don't need a Malay policy in terms of poverty eradication. We don't need an Indian policy. We need a policy that caters for the problem, alleviate the problem of every single Malaysian. It happens to be majority of Malays and Indians. Because some sporadic Chinese and Orang Asli, and of course some indigenous tribes in Sabah and Sarawak. Similarly, when dealing with the schools, you know, things have been very contentious. Tamil school, Malay school, Arab, Sekolah Arab and Chinese schools. I said, let us deal with the basic problem. We cannot have our children. Remember, I reiterate the point, our children, Malays or Chinese or Indians, are my children. And they cannot be expected to study under atrocious conditions. So our priority, spending 1.4 billion ringgit this year alone to cater for schools with bad conditions, I think in terms of lavatories or whatever. Yeah. So this covers a lot of Tamil schools. In cabinet, we update. And of course the minister will say 16 Tamil schools in Kedah, or 20 Sekolah Rakyat Arab, or I said, regardless, every single school we deal. Now, my dear friends and my IC leaders, you please accept this is a new cause. People question, what is your Indian policy? I said, no, my policy is the Malaysian policy. And there is therefore a need for us to understand this narrative. But Vicky and Saravanan came and met me. But there are specific Indian issues we have to deal with. Education, AIDS, your TVET, whatever. I, of course, deal with it. In this conference, International Tamil Conference, Saravanan was there. Of course, he was a star, speaking like MGR, forgetting that the bigger MGR is there, or was there. But he mentioned one pertinent point about what we promised in our education policy to allow for students to study their mother tongue. The condition was 15 students. I said, okay. I looked at the Ministry of Education, let us reduce the number to 10 for a start, to make sure that we have enough teachers and students, even if they do not qualify. Initially, about 15 students, we reduce the number. Now this is what, about 8 or 9. I mentioned this to the Minister of Education, be a bit more flexible. You know, we promised to teach them. After all, bahasa Malaysia, bahasa kebangsaan. They study in bahasa. And we want them to be proficient in the English language too. But they want to make sure that they understand and be proficient in their mother tongue, particularly Tamil. This is also a great historical, cultural, and civilizational language. So that has been the policies have changed. So let me assure you briefly, Vicky, don't look too sad. I think you know why he's feeling that way, because you guys are pressuring him a bit too much. Should give enough confidence in him, because he has that art of persuasion and diplomacy. That, you know, one meeting with him 1.5 hours, I tend to agree with most what he says. And then I have to deal with Datuk Seri Zahid. I said, Zahid, do this. He said, Zahid, where did you learn this from? I said, no, I got it. But just after one meeting with Vicky, you tend to agree with everything MIC says. You see my problem now. To be fair, I heard, and after I presented, I mean, that's why I think you can trust me as a friend. I do take it seriously. Now, of course, I happen to be the Prime Minister. Okay, we have to constitute the cabinet and arrangements. It's true. There was a very difficult arrangement initially. That's why I told him, let me have this 1 year. First, not talking about positions, I want to deliver the promise, particularly to the poor Malays, poor Indians, and the poor generally, of all races. That is my dream. I am too passionate about this. I've struggled decades fighting the authorities, mainly to champion the cause of the poor. And now that I'm Prime Minister, I have to deliver. Okay. Now, having said that, we need adequate, effective representation. I take your note on that. I will discuss, of course, with my colleagues, particularly Datuk Seri Zahid and the party leaders. And I don't see much difficulty, frankly. Once there is trust being built up, and I must again reiterate this point that you have shown enough confidence and respect, and I am, of course, very appreciative of that. I've been going all over districts, particularly in the states in the West Coast, and every function, Vicky, I've seen MIC leaders of the districts attending and given their commitment and respect, and I salute them for that. Even last night in Selangor, and before that, even Geram Padang. Geram Padang, of course, becomes very controversial. And I don't know the details, but this is Barisan Nasional Affair. My position is not to interfere. Although I do give some views. Geram Padang, when I went there, there's so many Indians and MIC leaders present. Even your former, I don't know, was there, yes. And yes, yeah. Showing a lot of support. Yeah. Outside. No, but so what I want to see, what I want to see is, I mean, of course, I'm passionate, I feel it, I notice, I can feel, So, if you've shown this sort of commitment and support, I need, as a leader, to do what is expected of me, to reciprocate. And please be assured that I'll be, not because I want you to continue to support in the states, in the elections. No, I've said this long before to both of them. I said it is only my responsibility to reciprocate, to show respect to the ethnic Indians, including to the MIC, as an old Indian party representing the Indians. So I don't think you need to worry. If I go and make more announcements, they think I'm campaigning for the elections. As much as I trust Vicky, you need to trust me. Now they call my supporters, call me the Sivaji, the boss. So I know you have a big boss here, but you must not forget Sivaji, the boss. So now, okay, I'm very relaxed. You know why I'm relaxed? Despite the fact that you give this, but I think it's a tougher challenge for Zahid than me. But we work as a team. Let me assure you that this country can only succeed if we, the political leaders, understand what is required, and we must work as a team to champion the cause of our people. And finally, after economy Madani and Elon Musk and and Aramco and Geely announcement that I've made, we have a great future. I fail to understand why our old friends, some of your colleagues who is now on the other side, will have to use this. Now back Allah issue in correction, narrative. Back on Malay survival. Back on the fact that the Malays are being challenged and seized. The non-Malays are taking over the country. I mean, this is not politics. This is a dangerous game. That's why I am appealing to you, Malaysians, and of course ethnic Indians, make the right decision. This is not just a partisan issue, political issue. This is not about this election, the state elections. Now, it's about our survival as a nation. Do we want to continue to allow these desperate forces using the race card and religious bigotry? And you know what will happen? It has happened in many countries. Civil strife, racial wars, and I think we need to put an end to it. We must rise. The Malays, the Chinese, the Indians, and of course those brothers and sisters from Sabah and Sarawak. We use this power and all the resources at our disposal to show that we are a mature nation and we want to ensure the success of our great country. Sekali lagi saya ucap terima kasih Vicky Saravanan bagi kerja dekat saya tambahan sebagai kabinet nak pergi mengenang Tun Ismail. That's time dah sekarang. Terus saya minta dah. Tak sempat. Tapi walaupun masa singkat kita ambil sebenarnya lunch time. Saya datang juga. Dia sebut sekali, I did not hesitate. Sekali dia fikir kata, kalau boleh Anwar, dia datang sendiri jumpa dengan party leaders, branch leaders over the country. Saya tidak hesitate. Saya kata okay, I'll give you the time. On Monday saya akan fix time. And precisely I did that. You know why? I do respect the party. Yes, we have differences. This is my father's alliance of UMNO, MCA and MIC. I grew up in Bukit Metajam calling the MIC leader as Uncle Arumugam Pillai. Really? Yeah. And he's of course a big chatty. Every time he meets me, he give only RM5. And it's big those days, of course. Yeah. So it's part of my family, how I grew up. And in all those years in cabinet, Saravana knows that I am very close to my Ane Sami Belu. Yeah. And of course, after that, because not your fault, Sami was very disturbed, very sad the day he knew I was going to be dismissed. Yes, he held my hand. He was basically in tears. Okay, I could not forget that. But the problem is only with mother. My problem was not with UMNO, right? Don't worry. Not with MIC. Certainly not with Vicky. My problem is only with my mother. And I must say this. I was very emotional scene. The moment I sit with Sami, I say, do something, cannot do. No, just emotional and sad. But that was, so you can't fault me for having to fight back to preserve my honor, my integrity. And now I'm glad that MIC now has become a great friend of mine. So let us work together. Give me the time and the space, and I earnestly believe that the future is for all of us. all good Malaysians. Terima kasih, Bumenandri.
Terima kasih Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri Malaysia atas ucapan yang sungguh indah.
நாட்டின் பிரதமர் டாக்டர் ஸ்ரீ அன்வார் இப்ராஹிம் அவர்களுக்கு நாம் மனமார்ந்த நன்றியினை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்வோம். ரொம்ப தெளிவாக அவர் மகிழ்ச்சி